Hey, what's up, guys? King J coming to you once again live from hell. And now, in this video, I want to talk about NoFap. And you know what? I haven't done extensive amounts of research, but the research that I've had, it's almost like scientifically, it says that NoFap doesn't really do anything, but I see a lot of people who have a lot of psychological effects from it, but I think the power of it is the power that you give it. That's something that I've been talking about a lot. We give things meaning, therefore it becomes true. All truths are true. So if you feel that NoFap is going to help you, then of course it's going to help you because you've already believed that. You've set that belief. And I think why I want to do it is because I want to not just feel self-control, but I want to reframe how I look at things. I want to reframe how I look at sex. I want to reframe how I look at women. And I feel like it's probably the only tool, because I guess the transformation that I've been on, it's been about eliminating habits that are not completely healthy. And then, but that's very subjective, because we have mental health, we have physical health. And what is healthy for us is what we make it. We tell our own story, right? But at the same time, I've already felt like this is something that is controlling me. So right there, when I realize that, oh, it's controlling me, then I see it's not good. I'm not in control. I don't want this to happen, but I'm letting it happen. So I've been winding down off it, and so I'll go like 2 days and then I'll have to bust a nut. But when I am in that stage, what I notice is that I'm giving myself a different frame of mind when I'm about to fap. I'm almost saying, we're not going to look at this as this need. We're not going to look at these fantasies as something out of reality or trying to change reality, because that's what a fantasy is. A fantasy is something that's out of reality. What I've realized through all this stuff is that your fantasy creates your reality only when you believe that the fantasy can be real. If not, it's gonna always be just that, a fantasy. It's like you dream of having $1 million and you never feel like you're gonna actually have it. It just seems like, yeah, that'd be cool, right? But when you start to feel that you deserve $1 million and it's going to come. As a matter of fact, I feel like it's already here. I'm living my life like I already have $1 million. And then you're just going to go about your day and you're going to be noticing that it's more natural to let yourself try different things. Next thing you know, you're in a position where you have a new job or you have different opportunities. They start unfolding before you. And by the time you know it, you have $1 million and you don't even know how it happened. What you did was you felt it in your heart and it was real. You felt it in your soul and it was real. And reality reflected that back to you. It literally is that simple, right? So when it comes to NoFap, we are creating our reality. And fantasies are the best distraction, especially porn. So to me, the core of NoFap, and that's what I think there's a lot of miscommunication here, is for NoFap, the first thing that has to go is porn. And for me, that was always easy. I had spent my days scavenging for the best videos, and I liked very specific type of videos. I didn't like overly produced porn. It needed to be something like homemade or amateur or whatever, so it felt like it was something grounded in reality, not this like weird cheesy sort of thing with the jazz music and all that, some Cinemax shit. Like, nah, that I wasn't into that. It always had to seem like there was a true level of intimacy there, because that's what I got off on. But then I realized I'm looking at that intimacy, I'm not feeling it, I'm viewing it from the outside. It's like I'm being a cuck, right? I'm never imagining myself in that position, and that becomes a problem. You're too used to seeing sex instead of having it. So when you do have it, you feel this weird sensation of, oh man, it's like you watch baseball on TV. You don't imagine yourself standing there holding the bat with the ball coming right at you, so if you want to play baseball, don't watch baseball, play baseball, right? If you want to Be something. Don't watch somebody else being it. Just be it. And when you feel confident in yourself, truly, not these thoughts, not this ego that's saying you can do this, or you better do this, or you don't mean anything. You better hit this goal. If not, it's over. We have to stop limiting ourselves in if we mess up, that's it. Because then what, right? Oh, I need to do NoFap. Oh, I messed up today. I fapped. Then what? Am I just going to give up now? Oh, yeah, I can't do it. Way too hard. No, if I want to stop it, I'm going to stop it. Doesn't matter how long it takes. Doesn't matter how many times I mess up. But it's all about being aware. It's all about being very mindful about yourself, your surroundings, and the reality that you have been creating without even trying. All the feelings that you have, they're connected to childhood. The beliefs that you have, they're connected to childhood. But your beliefs can change any time, and it doesn't come through logic. Because logically, how can something change if it makes sense to you? Well, logically, I'm never going to get a girl because I'm ugly. Or I'm never going to find love because who would love me? Well, you already made that true. You already feel that. So how could you change that? And if you try and do it with logic, well, but I do look good, and I do look, no. You see, you're focusing on the circumstances. You have to know you're worthy of love. You have to be your own best friend. Nobody's gonna hype you up more than yourself. Nobody's gonna tear you down except yourself. Okay? When somebody tells you negative things, it doesn't matter what they said. It just matters that you believed it. And you believed it because you already felt that. You already believed it. If somebody says, dude, you're bald and you have a full head of hair, you're not going to believe that because you look in the mirror and you don't see a bald head, right? And that goes for anything. That goes for your personality. That goes for looks. That goes for anything about you. You have to look at yourself and love and accept yourself for exactly who you are, and it can only come from you. Doesn't matter, because think about it. If you got what you wanted, let's say you wanted to have sex with a girl, you got that. What would that mean? You know, and this is something that I've noticed. And I'll talk about this in another video about how truths are true, but they may only be true to you. And I have these beliefs too, these limiting beliefs about all people. Oh, all girls are this. Well, that's my own idea. It doesn't make it true. But other people, there's these large concepts that we have that are, yeah, all girls are like that. Or all guys are like that. And we get sucked into that when none of that's true. Nobody ever wants to be the exception to the rule, right? So one of those things that I've noticed that I've always thought is that girls want sex for validation for themselves. Dudes want sex from validation from their friends, you know? So they're having sex with a girl. They're about to blow their load. They're thinking of their homeboy. They're thinking of their best friend. Oh, I can't wait to go tell him. That's weird. You know what I mean? And I know that's not a conscious thing, but subconsciously you're feeling cool because of that. And subconsciously you never escape this high school mindset of, I have to be cool. I have to be cool to my friends. It may not be popularity, but you have a group of people that you want to get validation from. You know, and if you don't have that, then you feel lonely already. Then that you feel more separated already, right? But you don't have to feel that way. What you have to do is you have to be your own friend. The compliments that you want to receive, they have to come from you. You have to tell yourself, dude, you look good today. Dude, you're so cool. You're so this, you're so that. And at first why would that feel weird? Because you don't believe it. But you really have to just learn you're trapped with yourself forever. You better start liking yourself. You better start loving yourself. So how does this apply to NoFap? NoFap is a way of you trying to escape, and it's you trying to give yourself this huge rush of dopamine. It's trying to condense an idea of what you want into like a session of self-pleasure, right? But is that what you want? Do you want to fantasize and get that easy way, or do you want the real deal? The real deal is achievable. You can get it. You just have to believe you can get it. Or if that's not what you want, you know, you just want to relax yourself, right? But if you think about it, is that really relaxing yourself? when that moment after, yeah, it's like heroin. It's like you're laying in bed and you're just like nothing, not a care in the world. But after a while, your body gets so used to that, and it just doesn't feel the same anymore. You start to, it's like numb. It's like a numbness. It's like, yeah. But for me, the hard part was the fantasies, because porn was never a big thing. And I think that's the number one thing you have to separate yourself from, no matter what, right? But the next level of that is the fantasies. Fantasies can be our own biggest enemy, or our own biggest motivator, right? We have an idea of what we want, we're going to go get it, right? But if you don't really believe you can get it, it's always going to seem farther and farther and farther. So what you have to realize, in the context of manifestation, the more you chase something, the more it runs away. Like a dog. A dog thinks you're playing a game with it, so you chase it, it's running away, right? But the more you already feel content and don't feel like you need anything, you have these wants and desires, but you know you don't need them. You already are good the way you are. You become magnetic, and everything's attracting, everything's coming to you. It all starts from within you. So yeah, you have the power to let go of any negative habit that you think is negative. If you don't think it's negative, then you're going to keep doing it. But at a certain point, you're going to wonder, why am I getting the same results? Why aren't I getting what I want but you're doing the same thing every day? You're doing the same exact thing every day, and you're wondering why you're getting the same results, right? It doesn't work that way. You have to, and it doesn't matter about what you're physically doing. It matters on your mindset. And even deeper than that, your belief system. What do you really believe? You can change a mindset, but you can't sustain a changed mindset if you haven't changed the beliefs. Because and that's when it's work. When you're forcing yourself to say positive things to yourself, but you don't feel it, you're just like, this feels fake. This doesn't work. So, but it all starts with the self-concept. What do we believe about ourselves? And once you figure out the root of your limiting beliefs, and what you really feel about you is wrong, and then you correct it by saying, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm good just as I am. You're going to notice an extreme change in everything, in your mood, in your relationships, your friendships, your everything, and everything will follow. I mean, it has to come from trust. If you don't trust the process, you're never going to get anywhere. You have to trust the process. So yeah, I see these people saying, "Oh man, because there's a new wave of these TikTok kids who are like getting into manifestation. They're getting into this NoFap, and they're like, we got to take cold showers, we got to exercise every day." And it's like, hey, you know what? If there's health benefits, there's health benefits. If there's not, either way, you're getting benefits, because you're putting an intention on something and you're doing it for what you feel is the betterment of yourself, and therefore you're gonna get those results because that's what you believe. And I saw this comment that said, all you're doing is giving yourself blue balls and taking uncomfortable showers. And I thought that was funny, right? Because it's a matter of perspective. That could be true. That if that's how you feel about it, it's never gonna work. So it's not about the actual physical task. It's about what it means to you. So what NoFap means to me is taking control of my body and on a deeper level, harnessing my sexual energy, because I think it's all aligned. We have our brain in line with our heart, in line with our nutsack, right? And for your girls, your vagina, right? So it's all in line, and it's all energy, right? And when you have it all in line, and I know that sounds like some silly weirdo stuff, right? But when you really think about it, the power of our mind, the power of our thoughts, it's crazy. The power of our emotions, our feelings, it's crazy. The power of our sexual drive, it's crazy. It controls us. When we are not aware of what we're feeling, thinking, or wanting, we're manifesting stuff without even realizing it. And if you don't take a minute and actually process that and put awareness on it, you're just going to be, life is going to be living you. But that's the thing. Life does not live you. You live life. Nothing happens to you, right? You create it. So now that you have that power, you can create anything in your reality. It's crazy. So yeah, you can accomplish NoFap. And if you feel that it's healthy, it's going to be beneficial. If you feel that it's not beneficial, it's not going to be beneficial. It starts with the mindset. So maybe I help some people, not too sure. Not too sure, right? I might come back to this topic later, especially after I've maybe gone like a month, because I'm still starting this journey. So I'm gonna be letting you know how it's going for me. And if anybody is trying to get this done or is having these doubts, I would say just give it a shot. If you feel that look, if you've already reached the point where you think you want to try this, it's worth a shot. And we're in it together, and we're gonna see what happens. So if anyone has done it or is in the process of doing it, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think. If anyone has any beliefs about it, negative or positive, I'd like to know. I'm interested to know anything about this topic, about NoFap, and just your self-concept in terms of sexuality, in terms of getting things that you want, in terms of bettering yourself, you know? I'm down to talk about whatever. If you like the video, give it a like. If you like all my videos, subscribe, tap the notification bell. Thank you for washing me with a washcloth. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.